Hi everyone, it's a bright sunny morning and there's pleasant weather and I'm really liking the weather today. It's a little chilly, but the sun is also out there and it's nice. So there have been a series of videos which have dealt with corporate life and pressure and stress and all of that. But today I thought I'll take on some lighter topics and this is something that sort of takes me back to childhood. I feel like we're losing out on a lot of our childhood these days because I don't see children going out and playing. I don't see parks anymore. I don't see cycles anymore. I don't see children participating in festivities at home. I find kids with their tablets, with their phones, or with a Kindle and reading. And this concept of libraries has gone away. No one is buying books and the pleasure of, smelling the pages of the books. It's just such a different feeling, and I don't see that happening today, these days, in this day and age. And it's a little sad because I feel like these were the simple pleasures of life and we've lost out on them. As much as I appreciate the advancement in technology and how much value it has added, and how it has made life easier, but at the same time I feel like we've lost out on simple living. So I remember how, when I was a kid, I used to see my cousins come home and I was thrilled with joy. I used to just run outside, scream and shout, and we used to have such a gala time together. There were such fun activities to do at home, and then we would go to fairs and exhibitions. We would, spend such a good time on the giant wheel. There would be this, I remember this particular ride called the Tora Tora. I don't know if many of you have heard of this term, but or there's a different term for it, I'm not sure, but in those days we used to call it that. And it was such fun participating in these rides, and I was a little scared, but my cousins used to really hold my hand and I used to go for it. So these simple pleasures of meeting families and having some good friends around and spending weekends catching up with them, going out, watching movies, actually going to the theater and watching movies, not sitting at home and switching on Netflix or Prime and watching movies. So the sheer joy that used to be there in that, and then my grandmom and my granddad telling me stories from the past, and they spending time with us, telling us the importance of festivals and the joy with which we used to burst firecrackers. This is not only about us losing a part of our culture and tradition these days, but also about losing a part of our childhood. Now, all of this has just become memories. I can't see people living these days today. So, I feel like that shouldn't happen. We need to go back in time. We need to sort of get back to those parks, to those amusement parks, water parks. We need to sort of bring that kind of change in lifestyle. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy, but I would really recommend every child to sort of not lose out on their childhood and really enjoy these things. I don't want to see children buried in books or in gadgets all the time. It's just such a stressful visual. So I would encourage kids to go out and play, to make friends, to sort of mingle with their neighbors, to know their neighbors, to help their parents in making laddus during Diwali, and such things, you're missing out on the simple pleasures of life. Or pick up a good book, say Enid Blyton, or read Enid Blyton, and or if you're too old, if you're say like 12 or 13, go back to picking up Nancy Drew and reading it. It was such fun, and I feel like that's not there today. And this is something I was thinking about in the morning. I was reading a book this morning and I felt like children these days stay up late. They don't go to bed at the right time. They don't eat at the right time. I myself don't eat at the right time these days, and I don't think it's something to be proud of. But I feel like that sense of having a timetable, having a schedule, following it. I mean, I remember even during school days, we used to have a period which was sort of allotted to doing arts and crafts, creative work. We used to have a period where we could do anything we liked, even just talk, shout, scream, play around, run around. create a mess. It was chaotic, but it was fun. So where has all that gone? The pleasure of understanding how to do origami and folding those little colorful papers and having fun. So this whole concept has died. I don't want it to die. I want everyone to live their childhood the way I lived my childhood, because it was a lot of fun. And the way I described it is just the way I lived my childhood. And I really enjoyed it. And I still remember on a Diwali morning, my dad holding my hand and me bursting that first cracker, the thrill, the joy, the fear, the excitement that used to fill inside me. And I still used to do it with all that fear and panic, and then just run back home, waiting for it to burst, and then the joy of just seeing that happen right in front of your eyes. I don't see that today, and I feel like it needs to make a comeback. It's time. So because things are changing so quickly that I feel these will just become memories one day, and no one is going to sort of revive this. Is my fear, is what concerns me. So I would just advise the little children to get off their gadgets, distract themselves, go out in the sun, see the sun, enjoy the sunshine, feel the wind hit their face, run around, create a mess at home, pick out drawing books and charts and start coloring, drawing things. Just even the whole process of creativity and imagination, all that has gone for a toss. I don't see children sitting with color pencils, with crayons, with pencils and drawing things. Where is that visualization and imagery gone? I need children to get that back. I want to see them excited about it. So if I will have children someday, I would really encourage them to do all of these things. I mean, marks is okay. Instead of a 98, you score a 78. It's fine. It's totally fine. I know when I was growing up, it was a little different. Marks were given a lot of importance, but at this stage I realized that it's not so important and it doesn't matter. I mean, many of my friends, if they watch this video, would really laugh and think that is this really Madhumita saying that marks aren't important? Because those days I used to cry when I used to lose even 2 or 3 marks. But I really feel it doesn't matter. So really, all these today's kids, please get out of the room, get out of your house and have some playtime. I mean, just get on a slide, get on a swing, talk to your neighbors, go to their houses, have sleepovers. It was a lot of fun, and spend some good quality time with family and friends, at least on occasions, is what I would love to see that. So that's it. That's the message for today. Thank you.